Today, a woman lost an opportunity to be treated as part of the elite, and she didn't even notice. Why? Because she thought carrying a bag with a logo was enough to demonstrate sophistication. While she proudly strutted through the mall with her obvious designer piece, the woman next to her discreetly carried an item that only those who truly understand luxury recognize. The difference? One costs $3,000 and screams, "I want to look rich." The other costs the same amount but whispers, "I am elegant," to those who know how to listen. And you know what's most ironic? The true elite rarely uses what you imagine. If you want to stand out from women who still believe that visible logos are synonymous with class, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and leave your like. Because today you'll discover 6 brands that only the true high elite knows, and that can completely transform how you're perceived in the world. I'm Carol, I'm 39 years old, and I'm passionate about true elegance. Not the cheap ostentation we see everywhere, but that silent sophistication that speaks only to those who matter. And believe me, there's a secret code in the luxury world that most women are completely unaware of. You know when you watch Succession and notice that Logan Roy never wears anything flashy, but everything about him breathes power? This happens because there's a hierarchy in luxury that goes far beyond the logos everyone recognizes. Therefore, those who don't know this code remain forever on the outside, buying obvious symbols while true connoisseurs invest in pieces that speak only to those who understand. But hold on to this. The first brand you need to know is also the oldest luxury leather goods house in the world still in operation. And here's a fact that will shock you. They invented the women's handbag. Delvaux, pronounced Delvaux, was founded in 1829 Belgium, even before the country officially existed. Charles Delvaux and his wife created a travel goods atelier that became the official supplier to the Belgian royal court in 1883. This part few people know. They were the first to register a patent for a women's handbag in 1908. Before Hermès with their Birkin, before Chanel with their 2.55, Delvaux was already shaping what we now call elegance in leather. While everyone chases the it bag of the season, Delvaux offers something no other brand can eternal guarantee. Truly eternal. Because when you truly understand quality, you don't need to change bags every season to prove your status. Their iconic bag, the Brilliant, is made with 64 different pieces and takes more than 15 hours to be produced by hand. It costs from $6,000, but here's the secret. While your neighbor spent the same amount on a bag that everyone recognizes on the street, you invested in a piece that only true fashion connoisseurs identify. It's the difference between shouting, "I have money," and whispering, "I have class." And you know what's beautiful about this? When you use brands that few know, but that true connoisseurs respect, you automatically enter a different circle. It's not about how much you spent. It's about what that choice says about your level of sophistication. This changes everything when we talk about our second brand. If you want the extreme opposite of quiet luxury, you need to know Jada Dubai. They literally created the most expensive shoe in the world, $17 million, with 2 15-carat diamonds each. Sounds crazy? Maybe it is, but it's displayed at the Burj Al Arab, that 7-star hotel in Dubai you've seen on billionaires' Instagram. The brand was created specifically for those who already have everything and want something that literally no one else in the world possesses. Each shoe takes up to a year to be ready, made with yellow gold, white gold, platinum, diamonds, sapphires, emeralds, rubies, and premium Italian leather. You can order yours customized. It's the kind of extravagance that only makes sense when you've already conquered so much that you need something truly impossible to feel special. This part few people know. It's the only place in the world where this could exist. I can't imagine this madness happening anywhere else besides Dubai. But if you prefer British sophistication, let me introduce our third brand, John Lobb. Their story is fascinating. In 1849, John Lobb decided to cross the world to seek gold in Australia. There, he made boots for gold miners, some with hollow heels to hide gold nuggets. In 1863, the Prince of Wales was so impressed with a boot that John sent him that he granted a royal warrant, the seal of approval from British royalty. And here's the detail that separates true luxury from simple ostentation. They keep forever the wooden molds of the feet of all clients they've ever served. Forever. So if you order a shoe today and, 20 years from now, want another identical one, they have your mold stored. It's this kind of attention to detail that makes the difference between real luxury and cheap marketing. Now let's talk about watches. While everyone knows Rolex, those who truly understand watchmaking speak of the Holy Trinity, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, and Vacheron Constantin. And it's the latter I want to talk about, because they just made history again. Vacheron Constantin has existed since 1755 NS, before the French Revolution, and never stopped producing, not even during World Wars. The founder, Jean-Marc Vacheron, was a personal friend of Rousseau and Voltaire. Imagine the level of dinner conversations. And you know what's most impressive? In 2024, they launched the most complex mechanical watch in the world, 63 watchmaking complications, 2,877 components, weighing more than a kilogram. It's not just a watch, it's an engineering masterpiece that fits on your wrist. The most basic model on the site costs $16,000, and the most expensive with available price is $147,000. But the truly exclusive ones? Those are price upon request, elegant code for if you need to ask the price, you probably can't afford it. Now, hold on to this revelation about where to invest your elegance in a truly profitable way. Before we continue with the last two brands that will revolutionize your perception of true luxury, I need to share something special with you. This knowledge I'm sharing here about the secret codes of elegance, about how truly sophisticated women behave and choose their pieces, was previously reserved only for daughters of the right families. Now, it's available to women like you, who know they have potential but want the complete map. I created the course Look Rich Without Spending Much, specifically for women who understand that true sophistication isn't about visible logos, but about mastering the codes that really matter. This course is at a promotional launch price because the classes are being released gradually. As soon as the course is complete, the price goes up to full price, without discount. You'll learn exactly how truly rich women dress, behave, and choose their pieces, knowledge that can literally transform how you're perceived and treated in the world. It's the kind of information that can make you be respected by true connoisseurs, not just admired by those who don't understand. The link is in the first pinned comment, while it's still at special price. Now let's talk about jewelry, and here things get really interesting. Everyone knows Tiffany Cartier, but who really rules the diamond world are two kings that few know. Our fifth brand is Graff, and they're at the absolute top of the luxury pyramid according to Business of Fashion. Lawrence Graff doesn't just sell diamonds, he cuts them. They're one of the few houses in the world that controls the entire diamond journey, from rough stone to finished jewelry. Graff is known as the King of Diamonds and has already bought, sold, regretted, and repurchased the same precious stone. That's the level of passion we're talking about. A morbid curiosity that illustrates their prestige. In 2009, the Graff store in London suffered the biggest jewelry heist in UK history, £40 million in stones. The brand not only survived but is stronger than ever, because when you have real exclusivity, not even organized crime can bring you down. And finally, our sixth brand, Harry Winston, the King of American Diamonds. If you watched Gossip Girl, and if you didn't, you urgently need to binge watch. You recognize the name. Blair Waldorf's engagement ring is Harry Winston, and Chuck Bass paid $59,000 for it. It wasn't just product placement. It was a conscious choice by the screenwriters to show what represents true luxury on the Upper East Side. Harry Winston pioneered lending jewelry to actresses to wear at the Oscars, something that's standard today, but was revolutionary in 1943. He carried diamonds in his pocket because he felt the stones inspired him. His cat, Cashmere, wore $1 million collar. That's the level of extravagance where even pets live better than most people. But here's what really matters. Knowing these brands isn't about ostentation. It's about understanding codes. When you use a Delvaux piece, you're sending a completely different message than when you use a Louis Vuitton with logos all over it. Both cost fortunes, but one shouts, "I bought luxury," while the other whispers, "I was born into it." And you know what's the smartest part? Many of these secret brands have pieces that cost the same as obvious brands. The difference isn't in the price, it's in the knowledge. And knowledge, my dear friend, is power. The difference is in the audience you want to impress. Want to get attention from anyone on the street? Use visible logos. Want to be respected by true connoisseurs? Invest in brands that only they recognize. When you master these codes, you no longer need to prove anything to anyone. You simply are. And people feel this, even without being able to explain exactly why. And here's a truth few admit. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't know these references, you'll continue being treated as nouveau riche. Because true connoisseurs immediately identify who belongs to the circle and who is just visiting. Think of Charlotte York from Sex and the City. She never needed to shout that she had class. It was evident in every choice she made. From the brands she used to the words she chose, that's real power. The luxury market has layers that most people don't even imagine exist. Chanel, Dior, Louis Vuitton are just the tip of the iceberg, what everyone sees and recognizes. But below the surface exists an entire universe of brands that operate at another level of exclusivity. These 6 brands, Delvaux, Jada Dubai, John Lobb, Vacheron Constantin, Graf, and Harry Winston, represent something much bigger than luxury products. They are access keys to a world where quality surpasses quantity, where history matters more than hype, where whispering is more powerful than shouting. While other women are competing over who has the most recognizable bag, you enter silently and dominate the environment. Not because everyone notices you, but because the few who matter perceive. And that, my dear friend, is worth more than any screaming logo. The good news? Now you know. And knowledge can't be bought, it can only be acquired. You just took a giant step in the right direction. So tell me, which of these brands caught your attention most? Did you already know any of them? And more importantly, when you achieve this level of financial success, what will be your first purchase? Leave your answer in the comments because I love knowing what you think. And if this video gave you valuable insights about the true luxury world, consider becoming a channel sponsor through the Members Club with values starting at $4.99. Just click the Become a Member button. Your contribution helps me continue bringing exclusive content about elegance and sophistication. Because in the end, true elegance isn't about how much you spend, it's about knowing exactly where, how, and why to spend. And that's priceless.